Alright, what's up everybody? Well, mainly Moxies, who I was going to send this video to. But I just wanted to do like a explanation or like review of this game, because there's a lot of cool stuff in this game. It's like how I play versus Warrior, or how I think Warrior should be played. I want to see like where, if I'm wrong, or like where I'm wrong here as well. So it's a good game. That's what I'm talking about. It's a weird game though. Alright, so we start. Ditch Thunder Dragon, get Thunder Dragon. This hand sucks because like there's no good set. Like I'm assuming he's on Warrior because he's a fucking Moxies. That looks like a Warrior dude, or like Don's Luke with guns.
Yeah, if I go...
So I can't set Faith. Obviously, the space here kind of sucks because Breaker beats it. I'm gonna hide his hand. My bad, y'all. Wait, no, my hand stays. Breaker beats it, but it's probably the worst case or best case to the bad scenario.
If I get directed, counter where I'm calling.
Void Knight dicks it. I can just ditch a Thunder Dragon and just Dawn. And like if I send this space, if I set the space, his Rhoda instantly won't get Dawn because of the back row, so it's kind of got some merit as well. So you just set space here. He goes, he Void Knights. That's one and passes. When they do this, like don't set a bunch, you can kind of start to eliminate a bunch of cards they don't have in their hand, because Warrior does like this set. Like here, this early in the game, I'm gonna end phase space, just gonna want to get shooted and just want to get value out the space too. But like, so he has 5 in hand, 34 left in deck, but I know he doesn't have Pod, Charity, Delinquent. I know he would have dust shooted me for sure. So there's like, what, 3 more cards, that's 6 total. He doesn't have, I didn't set, Blind Summons here 5, so you might not have Rhoda too. Well, he shouldn't have used Rhoda. So yeah, so only 7 cards. I don't think he has multiple Solemns because he would have set 2 Solemns. So I can cut out like 2 Solemns, but he might have 1, if that makes sense. Anyway, so here I just creature swap, take it. Creature swap is broken in this matchup for sure, but you gotta just get value. Like when it's okay, just take those spots. Like just make sure it's not shitty. Just play it when you take it when you can get it. That's what I'm saying. When it's great, but like you gotta use the shit. So here, Pop's Fire. This is super important because he didn't play a monster. He just set a back row. Kaiku would have just came down, smacked the Blade Knight. What else would have? Suzuki Samurai would have. Could have exiled. Still maybe hold the Rhoda. This isn't really that threatening. So it eliminates a bunch more cards too. So here, Pot, obviously, Pot's broken. Upstart, Wind Blast. I'm like, alright, cool. So here we attack. He Sakaretsu's, which I thought was weird, just because most of your deck probably answers that. But I guess like Dawn and shit doesn't. But it also makes me think more he has like a Chaos Monster, because he's so willing to get rid of the Sakaretsu. Or the light. Yeah, Preem would have made sense too. It actually turned out to be Preem. But the same logic there. Like, there's a reason he's willing to get rid of it so easily, because he wants to play live cards. So, but the the Preem here actually says a lot about his hand too. Just think about it. Like, motherfucker would have summoned a Kaiku. Like, he would not be Preeming this stupid ass Blade Knight to my no board if he had any other card. So now I think I can just say he doesn't have Rhoda. So no Rhoda, no Kaiku, no Dawn, probably no DD Rodi, probably no Suzuki. There's a lot of fucking cards you can take out. So like if you think about those cards, like taking them, he doesn't have those. You can kind of put together what he has in his hand. I mean, it sucks that you can see the hand because I didn't record the actual video during the game, but that takes too long. I just ended up not saying nothing. But you can say Crossout's realistic. He could have it in hand for sure. Chaos Monsters are given Zaku to that by the Sakaretsu. I should have thought more about Primacall. I didn't in the game, but that follows the same line of thought. He could also have Snatch Steal. It's like a good rule against Warriors. They have cards in their hand. They've been there for a while. He's either a Chaos Monster they can't play or Snatch Steal.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm waiting for the opportunity.
Hits here, whatever. And then sets. And we were always wind blasting the back row, because because I'm not afraid of the White Knight, especially when I'm holding the Mirror Force. And I do want to put him back a turn because he has unplayable cards. So like it's not really about like locking him out. It's just about give me time to like get something going because I have great cards. I just need time, and I don't need the Wind Blast to like plus. I just need to stabilize really. But I didn't care if he does shoot it really because I have the Mirror Force and the Snatch. I think the value of waiting till my draw phase because then I can know I can just Wind Blast that and that's gone as well. So now he's down a card. I don't know, and I'm not taking 16. So it could have been Dust Shoot here, but it just puts back at Thunder Dragons or whatever. It's not the best shoot. And honestly, I probably should have done it in phase, but this is fine too. I think that was probably the one mistake I made here, because I got a little bit too greedy where I think of Compulse, but shoot probably just could have avoided it. But I don't feel like I can avoid shoot for like ever. It comes down, I think I Mirror Force here, because I'm getting low, and I feel like I maybe could have waited on the Mirror Force as well, but like, I just need to stabilize and I don't want to take any more damage. You know, I probably should. No, because I had the heavy. I'm like, why would I not use waste the Mirror Force here because the Kaiku could come down or something, but I have the heavy, I have to use the Mirror Force, which kind of sucks. I have the knock too, which knock against deck sucks. Like the whole deck's point is to make you draw dead cards, or you make your cards dead, and I play one that's just dead as fuck. Whatever. You can't avoid it though. Here, debate about heavy because I want this to survive more as like a wall, but I just feel I can get more value here, and I have the Snatch is like the big thing. So if he tries to snatch me, like I can almost heavy take my guy back. So I want it to be ring after I summon, then it's an issue. Like that's the best case scenario. I hit is ring, but I feel ring would have been down already, so we would have had to draw it. Call again. That does make sense. It makes sense. That was set. The call was set there as well. So here, yeah, banish, and then he does get a dark. But what's kind of cool here, because like if before, not before, but if he had the light, because remember he was so easy to get it into the grave. If he'd been willing to sacrifice him, makes it seem he has a chaos monster. But since he doesn't have the light, before I would have had to snatch, steal, and hold snatch, like hold the Kaiku, because of not wanting to give him the chaos monster. That's clearly there's a good chance it's in his hand. But that does lose out to heavy, and that's a rough spot. But now I'm able to snatch the Kaiku, sack for Thunder Dragon, and then I'm not worried about heavy MST or Chaos Monster. So this is a really big turn. And like I said, we always put him on guards. Knock, Chaos Monster, Heavy Storm, Space Typhoon, yeah, either Chaos Monster. What else makes sense? I think that's really all I can think of right now. Snatch. Snatch doesn't make sense. Yeah, Snatch as well. So that's what we put him on. What is... My mouse just left that out. That's what was tripping me up here. My fucking cursor disappeared. There he's back. Alright, cool. Hit me. Alright, cool. Banishes. Both lights, but I'm like, it doesn't really change anything because I have the light in my hand. And like another thing where like, I think if you play Thunder Dragon Chaos at all, like really try to value not getting rid of your Thunder Dragons, because the ability to be able to ditch a light at your will when Kaiku's not on board is like, that wins a lot of games. Like if you run like Newdoria, you can block the Kaiku. He can't ever take your dark. Like Tomato, whatever's gonna get Newdoria, Newdoria's gonna die. Kaiku can't take Newdoria, so he doesn't take your dark, and if you hold a light, Kaiku actually can't just take your Chaos Monsters away, which is nice. Okay. You have to storm here. Like, I want to avoid storming, but you have to storm. And again here, I can give him the Chaos Monster. I can give him this because the Chaos Monster's fine, but I don't lose to heavy. And set one blast, it feels good. So he draws. So these two are two cards he has not played at all, but has had in his hand most of the game. I think almost all the game. So it's Snatch, Chaos Monster, Heavy, Knock. That's really about it.
Yeah, but
There's one draw. He sets it. I don't believe it. Why are you setting that? You didn't set. Either it's a bluff, like you finally decided to set the snatch, but I'm pretty sure you're snatching swinging here.
I just, you know,
Or
I want to at least try and get like 3 going.
it is a real trap, but either way, I'm wind blasting. So then put you back at a hit for 16. It's not quite a 2-turn clock, unfortunately. And knocks a dead card. Who cares? Draw my. Alright, cool. Exact same situation, but now I have Thunder Dragon instead of Book of Moon. This was good. The exile actually makes sense the whole way, but I feel like he had a lot of patience to not exile, to really want to get value out of that when I would set a flip, or like just need it out. He kind of just covers everything. So he replayed the exile really, really well. Because there was a lot of spots where like it felt good or felt like necessary. Okay, Faith here is actually really good, but we've really put him down to like, that's fucking knock and heavy. Well, it's knock for sure. That could be a Space Typhoon. But I think it would have came down sooner, so I think heavy knock, Chaos Monster is really all we got. So I'm like, well, if I just summon the Faith, I don't think there's a 2-card out that really just fucks me. Unless he has literally heavy knock, but like, I can't beat heavy knock. But if I had the book, I could beat, I can at least get my pop back. $300. So he heavies, I'm like, well, I'm gonna book, I'm gonna get knocked. But I'm probably fine. Like his draw versus my draw here, and he had to have, well, not had to have it, we knew we had, but like, we did the best we could. So what's like, we don't want to see motherfucking Kaiku. That sucks. This is a rough one because I really tried to like lock him in the cards that he had. And we kind of ruled out Kaiku a while ago. But can you do? That shit really hurt because it took like the rest of my light, so this dark doesn't even matter. See, I think here you should swing with the Kaiku first because this doesn't matter, I don't think. It's either this or it's not. You know what I mean? And like if one's gonna die, you might as well have the one stay alive that's gonna kill flips. Well, I guess like Haiku's blocks me out of Chaos Monsters, but you're gonna get another hit next turn. So is it really necessary? I don't know. I'm not that skilled with Warrior, so that's why I'm trying to do this and kind of see where my I think is wrong. Do Torrential, card sucks against Warrior actually. And bam. Get wrecked. Yeah, the mistake was the Wing Blast, probably, but nothing huge. Game 2, I think excuse me, I win this one, but I fuck up like twice, like really bad, like immediately. There we go. Why the fuck am I doing that against Warrior? Like, just summon the fucker. It's not gonna get banished. I don't even think with the ring back in, I don't even think he'd go for D. Warrior would he there? He'd probably just go fuck down or something. I have all lights and soldier, heavy ring, like, I'm gonna get knocked. As soon as I said it and passed, I'm like, I'm gonna get knocked, and I'm fucking retarded. And as soon as I'm down, like, you wouldn't sum down unless you had knock. Knock goes in. Like, that sucked. And that was definitely my fault. So he says 2. Yeah, we don't know shit about his hand. We just know he doesn't have a Space Typhoon. That's all we know. Or a heavy, right? Yeah, he didn't have heavy or space because he would have heavied and then done that play. I heavy, he psalms. Okay. So this was like what? I'm trying to give Moxies credit, right? Because he's a good player. You don't just set 2 and just fucking pay half your life to set 1 when you like to heavy. That just doesn't make any sense. Like, usually that's the hallmark of someone who has no idea what the fuck to do with Psalm. But you know, I had to give credit where credit due. Like, Moxies is good. Like, I just remember get people. So why the fuck would you Psalm? What one card do you have to set? And like, it's so powerful that if you resolve it, you win. And you need to play like it with the heavy. What can't you just set by itself? I'm like, actually call with its settings with the Dawn. It makes perfect sense. I mean, I can't really do too much about this incoming call, but this fucking mouse, I don't know what the fuck happened. I tried to plug in the wrong thing in the USB cord. Yeah. So, set faith, get heavy. I'm like, this is kind of a pipe dream because it's warrior. I'm sure it has something. Next out, yeah, because like, I think it had a turn where it didn't really do too much, maybe last turn, right? Yeah. No, I went wrong out there. Shit. Yeah, so XL's fine. And the call, yeah. There wasn't a play around call, but I'm glad I gave up. Like, Moxies wouldn't do set like a sack right to and if I could follow him. I don't believe that. So it was cool. It made sense. Gets the Thunder. I might still take the Snatch, please, because that would suck. I mean, it's still not great for me, but like, still take the Snatch. I really like it got a Thunder Dragon though. That helps a lot. Like when the Dons hit and you already have like blink as Thunder Dragons because it actually just blinks. Like, that sucks. Picked up my Dark. You just gotta snatch this. If it gets booked, I set this thing in. I search probably the Night Assailant or something. And hope the Don misses if he has a monster. But if it hits, it's just always 5. The rings, I think the ring's weird. Or not. Yeah, ring looked weird. Cause I haven't checked for book really at all on my end. And that can just end the game. Like, I've now got a 15. I don't think you have a monster in hand. If you do, my soul, yeah. But I'm overthinking it. I have to set something in here. He knows that this card, what it is, right? He's gone through 1 knock. And like, if I summon something in, his Rhoda will automatically get fucking DD Warlord. But if I do this, his Rhoda will get level 2, which is fine. At least he gets it to the grave. 0, I'm like, alright, cool. Setting in, like, I just need really anything. My fly is probably just the best card to get. Always got Tomato. Like, Drew Dust. Like, everything, all this tells me, man, just fucking swing with Soldier, what are you doing? And then set Spy. I was like, I got excited by the fucking Spy Dust. So I was like, oh, I don't really think there's any 2 card out. They can, like, do this, but why not just fucking, And obviously he doesn't have knock, so like Soldier Swing. I remember what it was. It was a Space Typhoon, but yeah. That's definitely on me. I set Spy, set Dust, he Dust. I'm like, alright. That doesn't answer a flip. And that's a 0, so it's fine. Does macro, flip the Spy. So I'm like, I'm just gonna put him in that spot because I kind of regret just doing the Soldier last turn. Like, why didn't I just push for it? I'm just gonna put him in a spot where like Soldier has to. You guys at least have to beat Soldier. Like, no matter what happens here, you're also gonna have to beat Soldier on top of it. So Spy gets fine in attack mode. And I should have used the creature swap here. Actually, should have used the creature swap. Just to get some value out of it. If his book, who fucking cares? It doesn't matter. But like, this creature swap's not coming up. Like, this is not going to be the game deciding card at all. I'm never going to get to play it. So, and here we go. I could have lost the Snatch. Like, definitely better play just to get us our Soldier. I moved that one for sure. And that's the one I won. So that's cool. I was like, double dust shoot. Fuck you. But after being sat at the double dust shoot, I was like, okay, that's not premium monster summoned. I don't care about him. That means he doesn't have like, I don't think he has like Blade Knight, Haiku, fucking, because you want to keep him in hand, you know? Blade Knight, Haiku, he doesn't have fucking I've probably been summoned Dawn, to be honest. I don't know. With the double dust shoot, he's not it. I probably wouldn't summon Dawn, but I don't know. Just saying that eliminates a lot of monsters. So except like Haiku and shit for sure. Also eliminates Solemn. He's not gonna go dust shoot, and not set Solemn if you have it. Like any relevant back row, I guess, because like Suki, because you take it, but like immediately, those are chaos monsters, like chaos monsters, heavy storms, space typhoon, snatch, steel, smashing ground. Those are like the 5 cards immediately that just come to mind, or 6. I guess you play sorcerer. Because everything else makes sense, so you can just kind of. I'm like, well, if he has heavy does make sense, but like this can also go real bad if he has the Dawn here, or like if he has that guy, just ring it. It's fine. He doesn't have better monsters. It's at least the 1/1 and like heavy's gone. But I think I feel like I really need the book. And so Dawn comes down. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm glad I set both. I ring the Dawn here. Actually, yeah, that was a mistake. So I ring the Dawn thinking that it's just the bigger problem card. If whatever saves it or something. If I can get rid of one card, this will be the one that does its attacks do more than damage. But like I have so many good outs to Dawn in my deck. Like I have Tomato. I'm really just thinking about Tomato, but like Tomato just bah, and that's great. Versus here, I don't have a great like way to clear it with like the book. So I'm probably, if I don't draw anything, I'm probably just summoning Exiled and fucking getting the Dawn anyway. You know? So here again, we set the bets to the Faith. And Faith doesn't get anything back but book. But I don't think he'll kill it because of Sinister. I think he wants to give me that plus. Brings back the Dawn. And swing. Okay. And he knows my hand too. Like this is where it's like interesting. I'm like, okay, I don't want him to take a card really. Well, no, I was debating after, like, oh, actually, wait, no, I have to use the Book of Moon if I can even get something. Like, I don't want to get the thing with Preem because a heavy, or like Breaker, you know, just general outs is just not good. So then I correctly leave it on, I think. Yeah. Yep. But I did it for the wrong reason, so whatever. Like, I'd rather figure it out than just, like, it worked out. See. Oh, sorry, I fucking fucked this up. Why would I not, like, set something? Like, he probably dust shoots right away. I know it's the third one, but, like, I could probably set the fucking Book of Moon. Is it really that big an issue? And, like, that'll cost me, like, like a tomato here or something. So that was definitely not. That wasn't it. Yeah, he's 3 set. I know, so he just dumped his hand. I just feel like he drew a Solemn and just fucking set his hand. I don't think these 2 cards are live at all. Or, I don't know which one, but I don't, 2 out of these 3 are just, the cards just been in his hand that he just set. So I couldn't, like, randomly guess a Solemn here. I feel like if this is what you have, the Solemn's guaranteed. Like, with that instant, just drop your hand play. I really want to get this fucking Graceful off. And if I just Graceful, it's not going off. It gets on, for sure. I'm like, if I Exile, Force, pop the Dawn, like, that actually might get Solemned. It shouldn't, but there's a shot it gets Solemned. And if he doesn't Solemn that anyway, then that's what I'm going to do with my Graceful get Solemn. So just that order right there is good. Yeah, I was hoping he would do it. He didn't, so I'm like, I can't. Maybe I could just save the Graceful here, really. Because I know he has Solemn, so I'm going to, based on like 2 not real, but like potentially like real as fuck cards. Like Storm, fucking Snatch, Steel, Smashing Ground, like. Maybe I probably should have actually. Like looking back now, I'm like, you know, I know I'm taking 18, but I'm also know I might be able to bait the solemn, or at least when my charity fucking gets solemn, I can do something with half the life. So I think I should have waited on it. And you have to consider like Rhoda off the top Don, because I don't feel like this is Rhoda. And here's why. Like the last turn where he saw my hand, I set a preems it on along with the Suzuki. I think you definitely should have summoned there. Because you just grab D Rhoda, you can check for pretty much everything. You know my hand. Yeah. So I just really put him on these two being like smashing snatch. And yeah, it was a solemn there. But I mean, I feel like I probably could have just waited. Yeah, and then he flips Rhoda. I'm like, okay, or flips and gets Rhoda. That's, didn't expect that there. Which kind of fucks me up. But it really doesn't change anything, because if I wait on the charity, the solemn's still just as good, I think, off the draw. Yeah, and then the same thing happens here. I do charity, he solemns, and I set faith. So, same shit. So we set faith in book. We know he's gonna knock, because there's a lot of times to have knocked me, right? Yeah. Really cool, we can get back charity. I'm like, alright, this is kind of rough here. Which order I do it in? And if that is like a second solemn, I just don't see it. But like, is there a way that I don't die if I book first? I don't think so. So just make the thing with the lowest defense. So we get rid of the Kaiku and draw chaos with the charity. I'm like, okay. So that one was Rhoda, and that I was off on that, but like, there's no fucking way that's not snatch. There's just no way it's snatch or smash and ground, or like just something stupid. So I'm like, okay, how do I beat snatch? I'm like, oh, I just don't beat snatch actually. Nothing I can do. I can't set really the Reaper because the fucking both of these will deal with it. I can't do anything with the Thunders. I have to drop the Chaos Monster this turn. So I have to just go to Dark. Because I would love to keep both of these. These are both cool. But I gotta get rid of the Reaper because I need to use the Mimic to take out the Kaiku. I was really hoping this would like prompt a reaction. Well, you know what? If I go light dark here. Yeah, and then smashing ground doesn't actually beat me. So it's, but I mean snatch does. There's nothing I can do about that. But I think this is plays through the most. Like he has to have a specific card here, and half the time that's not good. So it's a little less than 50-50, but like this game went rough. And I think he just had snatch, yeah. What was the draw? Cross out. Yeah. Well, yeah. Thinking the Rhoda was the gonna be a blank fucked me pretty hard. And I probably used the Solemn too early. Alright. I made this video like twice and I left the fucking mic off. So I just checked the mic is still on, so that's cool. But yeah, let me know what you think. Like there's am I wrong? Is like the Rhoda definitely not right there? Cause I see like you're hedging against like a board light too. So I don't really play Warrior as much, so let me know. Peace.